Hello everyone.
Good morning. My name is Krishna Prasad. Today we are going to discuss about a topic called involvement of human in manufacturing process. So now tell me what exactly a manufacturing process is. Manufacturing process is nothing but it is a conversion of raw material to desired output. It is nothing but manufacturing concept. So generally this manufacturing concept comes from all the industries will be used by the all industries, whether it is a medium scale, whether it's a large scale, it's flexible manufacturing will be there, everything. The manufacturing process is the basic one. So now what exactly this manufacturing process means? Manufacturing process is nothing but conversion of raw material, conversion of input file, semi finished file to the finished product is nothing but a manufacturing process. Okay, now, so why exactly we are using this manufacturing? The basic question, because manufacturing is nothing but it is a procedure. So if I want to prepare a pen, then I need to do some procedure, then only we'll get the pen. Without this procedure we won't get the pen. Why? Because there is nothing ready-made available. So there will be a raw material and we need to do some operation to get the desired output. So this process is nothing but a manufacturing process. Okay, now we'll discuss about what sort of machines will be there, what sort of machinings will be there. If I want to run an industry, if I want to run a manufacturing firm, so what are the things, what are the things which should be needed for an industry? First one is raw material. So without the raw material we can't do anything, we can't even produce the output. So first thing is the raw material. What is the second thing? Second thing is nothing but missions. So if at all we are having some missions, then only we will perform the operation, then only we will put the raw material in the missions and we will convert that raw material into finished product. That is nothing but procedure. Okay, this is the second part. Is first part is raw material, second part is missions. What is the third part? Third obvious part is procedure. Like we already discussed, if you are having mission, if you are having raw material and I want to prepare some output, then what is the method? That method is nothing but the procedure that will take the raw material to finished product is nothing but procedure. Each and every machine is having its own procedure. So the third main important in industry is procedure. So what is the fourth thing? What is the next thing after the procedure? See, I'm having raw material, I'm having emissions, and I'm having a procedure. But the main fourth thing is time. So I have three different missions and I want to perform same operation in three different missions. In the first mission I'm getting some T time, and in the second mission I'm getting T1, and the third mission I'm getting T2. Obviously T is less than T1 and T2. Then which should I supposed to, which mission I need to choose? Obviously T. Why? Because it is taking the procedure in less time. So what is the another factor, main factor here? Time. So for doing the operation in the machinery, the time should be minimum. Then only we will get a quantitative production. Then only we will get the quantitative production. So that is the useful thing for an industry. Okay, so now again discuss. So what are the main things for an industry? First one is a raw material, and second one is a mission, and third one is a procedure, fourth one is time, and fifth one is the main thing which the industry depends upon. The main industry depends upon all the factors, but this is the main factor, that is nothing but cost. If the cost factor for the mission 1 is more and the cost factor for the mission 2 is somewhat low compared to the mission 1, and the cost factor for the mission 3 is completely less when compared to the two missions, then which should supposed to choose? I need to search, I need to think on the third mission how much time is taking for the production, okay, and how much quantity I am getting from that mission. Then only I will calculate it with the time. So if at all I am getting a reasonable output when compared to the 1 and 2 and the cost factor is low, then I will pick the 3. Okay, I think you understand with the relationship between all these 5 aspects. First one is raw material, second one is emissions, third one is procedure, fourth one is time, and fifth one is cost. These are the 5 basic pillars of an industry. Okay, well, coming to the stream. So this is what the manufacturing process is. This is what the procedure should run in an industry. Okay, from raw material to the output. Then who will convert that raw material to the finished product? Who? I'll say it's a human, workers, labor, or engineers, supervisors, whatever it may be. These are the persons, human beings. These are the persons who will operate the raw material to the finished product. Okay. So let us discuss what are the 5 pillars of the industry. 5. We have discussed that. Okay. For each and every aspect, who is the must? Who is the must? Human beings are the must. So I want to convert the raw material. I want to transport the raw material to mission. So whom should we supposed to need? Again, worker. Worker need to pick that part and need to be placed in the mission 1. Then only the mission will start the operation. Otherwise, mission won't have the things to pick the object and directly put it in the mission. So human effort will be there in the first operation, that is picking the raw material from the cabins to the missions. And second one, so missions. And so now the raw material is in the mission. The mission will start on its own? No, it won't. It should be operated by a worker or a human being. Then only, whether he is skilled or unskilled, whether he may be professional, that doesn't matter. But he is a human being. Human need to operate a mission. Okay, he need to operate it continuously, whether to on or off, to change the part or to change the device, or he need to clean the mission. If the mission is breakdown, he need to come and check the mission. These are the things. So the human involvement for the operation for the mission is a must. And the third concept is procedure. So again, procedure. So like we already discussed, I want to prepare this pen. There will be certain procedure for preparing this pen. Again, who will decide this procedure? Of course, human being. The engineers. Engineers will decide the procedure. How much time is taken to produce this type of procedure? What is the type of procedure for getting this type of output? That should be needed by the human being only. That should be prepared by human being. Okay. And the fourth factor, time. Okay, I am getting some output and I want to calculate the time, and I want to analyze the time input. And who will do that? Machines will do that? No, machines won't do that. Even processors won't do that. Only human beings will do that. Human beings and engineers, these are the persons who will do this procedure, and they will calculate the analysis, and they will do the simulation work, and they will do all the part analysis part, and they will bring the charts. And again, human involvement here also must. And what is the fifth one? Cost factor. Again, this is also an analysis part, and he need to compare all the missions, all the mission list, output list, time list, and everything, and he need to check with some operation management, and he needs to do the calculations, and the human being will give the chart, which will be depend upon the cost factor also. So now, who is the must in industry with these five? Sixth concept is nothing but human. So the main pillars of the industry were: first one is raw material, second one is mission, procedure, time, cost, and sixth one is human beings. Without the human beings, missions won't run, industry won't run. Okay, even it is automated, robotized, whatever it may be, with the complete sensors, but humans should be there to work, to operate the industry. Without the human effort, it can't be done. Why? Because there is an industry with having all the sensors and everything on its own. But who is going to operate all these things? Who is going to operate the mission? Who is going to put the program? Who is going to run the cycles? Who is going to cover the productions, take the records of the productions? Who will going to give the analysis report? Who will going to take the feedback from the mission's output? Of course, human beings. So the involvement of human in an manufacturing industry is must. Without the human effort, we can't even do anything. Okay, that is the main thing. So in this topic, we are going to discuss about involvement of human in the manufacturing firm. So this is what we are going to discuss in this topic. Now, first thing, why we are using humans in all these aspects? Can anyone? Okay, I will tell you. So why? Because like we already discussed, raw material. So we'll start with this complete process. In industry, without this cycle, there is no industry to run. Okay, from raw material to output, this building process will completely depend upon the humans. First one, raw material. If I'm having a raw material, so how should we supposed to check the raw material? Again, there will be need of the human. You need to count, or you need to check, or whatever it may be. If there is some pick and place object will be there to pick the raw material from cabins and to put it in a mission, or put it in an AGV trucks, or in some material carrying trucks. But who will give the program to the AGV? So who will give the program to that one? Again, humans is the one, is the major one. He will do the operations continuously. And second part, missions. Again, we are having a number of missions. Again, what are the type of missions will be there? So we will discuss this part later. So we will discuss about the missions. Okay. So what is the first mission? What is the first mission called? I think so. So, or I think you people are completely studied this mission concepts. Okay, what is the first mission which we work in a schooling level, or diploma level, or engineering level, or UG level? What is the basics of a mission? That is nothing but a conventional machining. So, what exactly this conventional machining will do? Conventional machining is nothing but manual machining. Okay, again the manual machining. So, the manual machine can run its own? No, it won't run. Why? Because it needs definitely help of a human. The human will operate it. Human will on the machine operate it. If you want to increase the speed, he will change the levers. If you want to give the tool feed, if you want to increase the speed, if you want to change the operation, the only person who need to do this is human, and human will be needed in this complete conventional process. Okay. So is there any improvement for the conventional mission? Yes, there will be a lot of improvements from conventional missions to nowadays robotization. What does that mean? I will tell you that also. So first one is conventional mission. What is the improvement of the next immediate conventional mission? That is nothing but numerical control missions. What is a numerical control mission again? Numerical control mission is nothing but it is an automated mission which can be operated by the help of some codes. Okay, the codes may be, these codes will be like a magnetic tapes. They will be printed on the magnetic tapes and it will be run on its own. We want to give that program on, and we want to print that program in a magnetic tapes, some tapes. Okay, again these missions won't run on its own. We need to give the program, we need to prepare the program, and we need to put that program in the mission. Then only the mission will operate, and the mission will operate up to some extent. And we need to put that part in the mission, and we need to pick the part, and we need to change the tool, and everything will be done in this numerical control missions. Okay, there also the human effort will be there. Advancement of the mission is there, but human involvement is also there. While coming to the next topic, after the invention of this NC, there will be some more innovation will be there, some more improvement is also there. That is nothing but CNCs, nothing but conventional numerical missions. CNCs, again CNCs is a completely new topic. There will be no need of human physical efforts for that mission. Everything will be in the form of codes. Everything will be in the codes. If I want to prepare a program, then I need to be put that program, I need to prepare that program in some coding manner, G codes and M codes, and I need to put that program in a file, and I need to import that file or export that file to the CNC mission. Then only the mission will run on its own. Okay, again the mission won't run on its own. We need to put that program and we need to on it, and we need to give the setup, and we need to start the setup completely. So we need to fix the files, we need to put that coolant on everything, we need to put the tools which we want to use, and we need to set up the complete CNC mission. Then only the mission will run on its own after giving the program. So this is the third main aspect. So here the innovation also there in a CNC mission, but still the need of human is also there. And what is the next step of the CNCs? DNCs. What is a DNC? Direct numerical control, which means DNC is a server system, or it's a PC which is connected with all the CNC missions. If my job floor is having 30 CNC missions and I want to control all the 30 CNC missions, all the CNC missions with a simple computer or with a server computer, with one computer, that is nothing but a DNC, direct numerical control. I want to operate all the CNC missions with the help of a single computer, and even this computer will act as a somewhat, I will say, as a hard disk. Okay, hard disk is having a huge memory data. It can operate. Okay, my CNC mission also like that. So it will be having collection of all the mission data, all the mission programs. And if you want to run some X program in some X mission, then I can directly give it in the DNC mission. So automatically the program will run on the CNC mission for n number of cycles. Same, simultaneously I want to run some other mission with some other program with some output, some number of cycles. That will also perform simultaneously. Okay, so this is what the involvement of DNC. Again, this DNC should be operated by human. Without the human effort, it can't be automatically operated by automatically. So we need to give the program, we need to pick the program, we need to select the mission, we need to select the program, and we need to give the parameters, and we need to run the mission. That is nothing but, again, human involvement is also there in DNCs. This is what my concept. So, and what is the advancement of the DNCs? Like automation, I'll say automation. Again, what is automation? Automation is nothing but it is a substitute of human process. Okay, human process in mechanical industries. What is here human process? Human process is nothing but if a person is carrying some X parts to the mission, okay, that parts can be replaced, that process can be replaced by directly some conveyors or some thread mills or whatever it may be, some by the means of some mechanical equipment with the help of some machines. So what will be here? The human effort will be reduced, and second thing, the production rate will be increased, the rate of travel of material will be increased. And again, what was here main thing? So here, so the human effort will also be needed. Why? Because the human, with the help of human only, the conveyors will be run. You need to operate the mission, you need to on the mission, you need to put the you need to check the mission continuously whether it is running or not. You need to check everything. Then only the conveyors or whatever it may be, the automation will work. If the automation is having some PLCs, sensors will be there. Human will need to be installed that one, and you need to check it continuously. If the sensor is running continuously and it is having some fault, okay, it is giving some fault results also, then only he is the person who need to check that sensors. Again, human involvement is also there in the automation. So what is the next advancement of this automation? Well, coming to the next advancement, that is nothing but a robotization. What is the robotization? Again, so robotization is nothing but, previously automation is nothing but it's a substitution of human operations, whereas robot is nothing but substitution of humans up to some extent, not fully. Why? Because see, some worker is doing some operation, like he is picking the part from somewhere and he is putting it in the mission. whether that operation can be performed by a robot or not. Yes, it can be performed. Why? Because there are some robots that will be done by pick and place operation. Then what will be happen? My robot will pick that part and it will place it in the machine, and the machine will do the operation continuously. So that part can be automated by the help of robots. That is nothing but a robotization. So this is the concept of robotization. Again, in this, human involvement is there or not? Yes, definitely is there. Why? Human involvement for doing the regular work will be minimized, but human involvement to do that operation, to give that task, will be increased. Okay. Again, so to do that operation, again to give that program to the robot, again human effort will be needed. Human means here worker or engineer, supervisor, some professional managers. He should give the program to the robots. Then only it will run on its own. Now, so now this is the complete innovation in an industry. So now tell me, so the machines are increased, the automation is increased, robotization is increased, complete procedure is automated, and everything was increased in this industries. Now everyone is saying that human effort is not needed in any industries. Why? No, I won't agree with that. Why? Because the involvement of human must be there in all industries. Without the human involvement, all these innovations, all these automations, robotization, CNC machines won't work well. But here I am telling that the human effort will be reduced but not completely removed. Okay, this is what I am trying to say here. Okay, like let us take an example. If at all it is replaced, if at all the humans will be replaced by some robots or some process, what will be happen? So whom to replace and how to replace, these are the main things we need to cover in this topic. First one, if at all the process will be replaced by human if at all the human efforts will be replaced by machines, so what is the main thing? Whom to replace? If at all, then operation is an operation done by this worker can replaced by a robot. Okay, that can be agreeable. Why? Because if if a worker is doing some pick and place application, like he is picking the object and replacing in the machine, and he is doing continuously spraying application for a automobile body, or he is doing some welding application continuously, some for joining of some parts, and if a person is continuously cutting machines for some sheet metal operations, if a person is doing some welding operations or spraying, packing operations, that process can be robotized. That process can be replaced by the help of robots. Why? Because it is a repeatable process, and repeatable process where the human effort can be reduced. Okay, and that can be reduced by the help of some machines. So where you will using some robots with there, so robots can be replaced by these pick and place applications. Why? Because directly we can perform we will give the program to the robot to pick and place that object in some machine, so you can do that. So if I program a robot to do this cutting operation continuously for n number of pieces, for 1000 number of pieces, so it will do the operation continuously without any break or delay. Like painting operation, if at all a spray painting operation will be there for automobile, then only I will give the program to the robot and it will do on its own continuously. So these all process which are repeatable can be replaced by a robot. Again, the repeatable process can be replaced, but again human involvement is there or not? Yes, there. The human can give the program. The human can give the program to the robot, and he need to commission that robot, he need to pick that robot, and he need to give that robot and all the directions, all the commands. Then only the robot will work. Without that, the robot can't work on its own. Robots can't be it can't be artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence also up to some extent, but not up to full extent. Why? Because it is having its own limits, but human won't have that. Human is having the skills to generate a program, to generate the things, to give the commands to the machines, and machines will do its own, but machine won't give commands to the humans. So this is what here. Now, so this is how the involvement of human will be in an industry. Now discussing about advantages of humans in a manufacturing firms. Let us take an example for automation thing. So there is a flexible automation line is there. So not a flexible one. So fixed automation is there. So what is a fixed automation? So if at all industry is running to continuously for months or years, and it will produce 1000 outputs or 1500 or 10,000 outputs per day. That is called as a fixed automation. Use automation. The process completely automated, and each and every process is repeatability is 1000 rates continuously. At that process, the human effort will be reduced because it is every process continuously. There will be no need of any human effort to do that repeat that number of repeatable operations. But here human effort is also needed to give that operation to the machines, and need to check the machine continuously, and you need to monitor the production, you need to do the everything. Then only the automation, the flexible automation, fixed automation, or a programmable automation, everything will work with the help of workers only. This is the first thing. The second advantage is, if at all my industry is completely robotized and my robot is picking the car body and it is doing the spray painting application, and some robot is picking the car body and is doing all the spot welding operation, and some robot is picking the object and it is doing all the assembly operation. But here the need of workers are there or not? Yes, definitely there will need of human worker to give the program, to lift the car body, or to generate a spray painting application, to lift the body, or to generate a welding application, or to assemble the application. That should be given by a human. Without that human effort, you can't even run that program also. And while coming to, there will be having some drawbacks also in all the industries, in all the human efforts. So involvement of humans. So what are the drawbacks of the involvement of human in an industry? Now all the industries are automated and robotized. In this type of robotization and automation, the main drawbacks is, if at all the process is hazardous, okay, if at all a spray painting application is there, it need to be painted continuously, okay, at the type of point of view, at the type of points, at the type of, in that cases. So the human effort will be won't be available. Why? Because if a person will be there continuously for 8 hours for complete shift, so humans will work for a shifts only, 8 hours or 10 hours, whatever it may be. So let us consider 4 hours, okay. If at all a human is working 4 hours in a spray painting application, wearing all the mask and everything, safety measures, still it is a problem for him. Why? Because he is a human being, he need to inhale oxygen, fresh oxygen, everything. He is having his own natural things to live, okay, but he is doing some mechanical works or some hazardous work which is completely avoidable to the human beings. Then at that type of point, human effort won't be human effort that does not good to work over there. That is the first application. Second one, if at all the application is somewhat dangerous, like a 3D, we call it as a 3D application, dangerous, dirty, dim light, where the application will be dim light, where the dirty applications or hazardous applications or oily applications. In that point of view also, the human effort will be completely removed by the help of these machines. Then only, these are the some drawbacks for this. And while coming to the strategies, what are the strategies involved? Okay, so I'm saying, till now I'm saying that involvement of human in industry is a must. Okay, so what are the different strategies for involvement? Again, so the humans need to do some operations, do some works, then only we will be ready to work in an industry. Now the process are automated, okay, and some processes are completely robotized. Some CNC machines are working on its own. Some material handling will be done by some AGVs or conveyors, material handling things. Storage will be done by automatic storages, and everything was automated. But if a human want to to work in industry or to be in the part of industry, then he need to generate some set of skills. Then only the involvement of human in industry must. That's what it's sure. Why? Because if a normal human is there, normal worker is there, we'll consider a normal labor is there, and he is doing all the pick and place application, or he is one who need to generally assemble a hydraulic pipe. So he is expertise in hydraulic pump. He can do the work, okay. But if an industry is completely automated or robotized, what will be happen? That fixing of hydraulic pump, it can be done by a robot. So one robot will put the hold the jar cylinder, and one will put the pipe, and some robots will do the filling work of the oil, and some robots will completely assemble the work. And this process can be completely robotized, automated. Okay, so this is what I am telling you. So if at all a human need to be involved in an industry, and he need to get some set of skills, then only he will be ready to involve in an industry. Okay, while discussing about okay, even okay, in some missions, like we already discussed, there is some plant, there is some automated plants will be there in states. Okay, those missions will continuously run, those industries will continuously run on its own. Everything was automated, AGVs will be there, some sensors will be there, continuous production on its own, and it is running continuously. Still there should be some person who need to monitor the production, there should be some person who need to monitor the missions, and there is some person who need to maintain the missions. These three things, and there is some other more also there. I am just taking example of these three can be done by humans only. Again, normal, all the human beings won't work on these things. Only an expertise, only a person, only a human being with some special skills can be able to work on these things. If a person knows the design softwares completely from A to Z, and he is doing all the design and validation work, then he will be ready to take into work with an industry. Why? Because that part cannot be replaced by a machine. Robots can't design a complete car body. Robots can't design a complete welding application. Only humans can design that. Only human can convert that design into some process. Same thing, if at all I want to run a complete process, like a industry, from starting of a car body, okay, come car sheet metal to final car output body, that process need to be defined by a person, engineer. He is the person who is having capability to do all those things, and without the skill set we can't do all those things, and the robots can't do all those things, and the automation things can't work on its own. Okay, so with a certain skill set only the person can do his own task that cannot be replaced by machines, and that is the platform where humans can involve in industry. Okay, so now I am concluding with this topic, with some points, general points, like at this type of situations human need to be trained on certain skill set. Without the certain skill set, involvement won't be there in any industry. But an engineer or a person or a human being with having certain skill set, like designing, not only designing, programming, robotization, concepts of robot, environmental friendly, ISO documentation, there will be a vast in an industry. If at all a person is expert in any separate domain which can't be replaced by a mission, then only the involvement of that human being is must in an industry. So this is what I am trying to say. Okay, and so why exactly we are using humans in industry again? So we are using the humans in industry to reduce the efforts and to give the commands to the missions. Okay, not to the other one. We are giving commands to the robots. We are giving commands. We are preparing the automation programs. We are giving commands to the complete robotization. We are giving commands to the automation. Then only the mission run on its own. Mission runs on own cycle. Okay, if the industry is completely run on its complete automation cycle or completely run on its robotization cycle, but human beings were there to run that to operate that robots, to run that operates, to maintain that robots. Okay, at that point of view, the involvement of human must for doing that certain skill set. Okay, so this is what I'm trying to say. So the human need to be having certain skill set to involve into industry or to work with any industry. So this is what I'm trying to say. Okay, so with this topic I'm trying to conclude that the human involvement in industry is must, but the human should having separate certain skill set to work with the concepts of automation or robotization, whatever it may be, is having certain stronger skill set. Then only the involvement of that human is there in an industry. Okay, thank you so much.